Good morning. We're finally seeing a tad bit of correction in the equity benchmark index. The Nifty 50 currently trading with cuts of about 0.5%. This was to be expected considering the kind of run that we've had over the last 7 or 8 days. Yesterday also you saw just a tad bit of consolidation creeping in, but now that is gathering pace. Perhaps to a certain extent you can attribute this to profit booking at the higher levels. Several stocks having hit record highs or 52-week highs. Let's take a closer look though at the Nifty 50 and the contributors today, how the picture looks. It is more or less even Stevens. In fact, you have more advances, 27 as compared to 23 declines. Among the top gainers, you have the likes of Adani Ports, you have the steel companies, Tata Steel as well as JSW Steel gaining in trade. You have Shree Cements, SBI Life, Coal India also gaining in trade. The losers, you have Tech Mahindra, ITC on the back of its earnings. Earnings were more or less in line, but the margins disappointed. 1.8% lower in trade today. Wipro is also losing ground. HDFC, Axis Bank, Kotak, Infi all losing over 1%. So is HCL Tech. So the IT majors looking weak in trade today. In fact, let's quickly take you through the sectoral picture. The Nifty Bank is looking just a tad bit weak today, 0.7% lower. Autos looking up and about, up 0.4%, despite the fact that quite a few of the auto majors that announced their volumes for the month of May have showcased that there is a little bit of pressure building in that space. Of course, you have to remember that that's wholesale sales. That is the metal that goes from the factory to the dealership. And you know that a lot of these dealerships have remained shut on account of lockdown. So perhaps you could see pent-up demand over the course of the next several months once the reopening happens. FMCG flat in trade right now. IT is down about 1.3%, the worst performer among the sectors. Metals is doing quite well. In fact, the best performer up 1.5%. And you have realty that's up and about as well. Pharma is up about 0.7%. The broader markets are actually showcasing quite a bit of resilience. So you have more advances than declines. Overall, the market breadth is favoring advances, and that is reflective in the broader market indices as well. You have the small cap index that's gaining about 0.7%, and so is the mid cap index. What's more, the India VIX has come off even more. It's now trading, it's now at 16.5, which is very clearly a good sign for the bulls and is indicative that positive sentiment is all pervasive as of now, despite the overarching concerns about COVID-19. In terms of what to look out for today, I would actually look out for Muthoot Finance. The earnings are out today. Any guidance or any number as far as the sale of gold, which is the underlying, as you know, for the loans that they provide, would be interesting to watch. Remember, you had Manappuram a short while back say that they had sold gold, which is the underlying for retail loans that they provide, and that is indicative of stress and delinquencies in the retail segment of loans. That's probably the fastest indicator, because these companies give out very short-term loans, unlike the banks, and banks only show stress in the system after 30, 60 and then 90 days when they are recognized as non-performing assets. So watch out for Muthoot. You also have the likes of PVR and Motherson Sumi announcing results today. But apart from that, well, we'll have to wait and see whether or not we claw back just a bit of ground on the benchmark index. In all likelihood, you could see a bit of selling, and foreign institutions have been selling. They're likely to sell today as well.